this course pays for itself. And I invested in this course or this business coach to make my money, and the money that I made back into it, put back in, and I even managed to get other courses from it.
All right, buddy. So, yeah, why don't you just introduce yourself first of all, and
Mhm.
kind of tell people a little bit of a backstory into you and who you are, and before we get into kind of the nitty gritty of what we did, yeah, it'd be nice to get a little intro as to who you are.
Cool. So my name is Joseph Thirkill. I'm a personal trainer at the gym group. This is my only job that I have, so I don't have a second job. The reason why I came to you is because I just wanted to build up more clientele. The thing about having one job as just a full-time personal trainer is you can get into a panic mode, a frenzy of, I need to get more clients. How can I get more clients? Finding your niche, trying to market yourself to the correct demographic, and it can get a bit confusing and it can get a bit overwhelming. And I think with the tools that you've provided me, you know, I've managed to be able to get the right demographic that I want, that works well for me, in half the time as well. Like I don't have to spend too much time talking to too many people. I can just get 3 or 4 consultations in 10, 15 minutes, and tests as well, and then just develop them into paying clients, customers. I managed to pick up 6 clients in the time frame that I was with Alex, and I'm still using these tools right now. Like these tools are very applicable. And then the thing is as well is speaking to a new colleague who turned up at work. She actually asked me how I was doing. She's, from her perception, I was doing pretty well. I had clients all day. So I told her a couple of things what I learned from you, and she's applied them, and she's doing wicked. She's killing it already. She's got a nice handful of clients, just by teaching a direct approach, what Alex has taught me. So it's extremely, extremely useful information. Very, very resourceful. It's brilliant. It's good.
So let's just go back a second because you've obviously been personal training for a while, right? You've done 2 years of PTing, 18 months, 2 years.
Yeah.
But you must have hit a point where you were trying to solve or improve on something. You were aware. You were aware of something that you wanted to improve. What was that thing? What were you trying to kind of fix or solve or improve before you started?
So the number one thing that I can think of that I was trying to solve was my student issue, and that was train. Because the thing about my gym, and I don't know if this is for every single gym, but my gym is like 80% student based, and they're just flappers. They flap around. So what I mean by that is they're not serious about training. They can't afford the continuity of training. So what I mean by that is they'll do maybe 1 month of training and then they can't afford another block until student loan comes in. Um, some students just don't take it serious. And for me, that was a frustrating thing. Again, with just having a PT as one job, not having a second job, I need to have that constant cash flow coming in. Students being your 80% demographic, didn't really work too well. So you helped me focus on the working professional demographic, which is what being more beneficial to me, which means I could probably get less clients and get more money, as opposed to getting lots of student clients and get less money.
Fair dues. So, in terms of like what we covered, what were maybe some of the big breakthroughs for you? What were some of the like, wow, this is really helpful, or this is really helping my business grow?
For me, the direct approach. That was the number one thing that worked well for me. Just going out to people, not looking for the perfect person. That was the thing for me. I would spend a long time looking for someone. Oh, they'd be good for me. I could really help them. Whereas, you know, anybody might want a personal trainer, but they just haven't asked. So speaking to anyone, having a direct approach, and just getting straight into it. That was the number one thing that worked well for me.
Hmm. Nice. And then in terms of like the skills going forward, because obviously like we went through a 30-day program, and but at the end
Mhm.
of the 30 days, you don't lose the skills, you don't lose the knowledge, you've still got all those assets. Like, how do things look for you going forward?
Things look really good. As I said, the skills that we've used, they can be used and used and used over and over and over again. They can be used in any gym, I reckon. Um, and they're just extremely useful. Going forward, I plan to either double my clients or use my degree or utilize my degree in another field, but still be able to pick and choose my clients so that I can train less clients, but still make more money because they're working professionals and they can have that consistency and that continuity as well. So it's just about funneling who I want to train that benefits me and my lifestyle.
Makes sense. So before you came on board, I'm just thinking back because I remember that like we were speaking for a while, and you were super kind of cautious about coming on board as well because you were asking people's opinions. You asked in a couple of Facebook groups, and you just wanted to make sure it was the right decision for you because obviously it was an investment that you wanted to make. Now going through the process yourself, what would you say to anyone that's on the edge or thinking about investing in business or sales and marketing training, maybe with me, maybe with someone else? What would you say to them?
I would say don't do it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I would say, no, seriously. Like you said, I was very reluctant. I thought I was just thinking, what if this doesn't happen? What if I fail? What if I do this? But once you just let's invest in it and look at it as an actual investment that you can make your money back and you can make even more money back previously, and you utilize all the skills and put everything into action, it's definitely worth its money. Like this is coming from someone who spent around 8 to 12 weeks of humming and hawing about it. I just had a epic moment and I just went for it. To anyone who's watching this, give it a go. If you want to increase your clientele, make more income, make more revenue, this course pays for itself. And I invested in this course or this business coach to make more money, and the money that I made back into it, put back in, and I even managed to get other courses from it. So it's all about self development, and it works. It does work. This is from coming from someone who was reluctant.
Awesome, man. It was great working with you. You did an awesome job, and I felt like there was a lot of discovery throughout this process for you, and you've figured out a lot of things about yourself and where you want to take your future, which is awesome. And yeah, I just want to thank you for being a great client.
No, you're welcome. It's been a good journey. I've really enjoyed it. And yeah, you hear from me with the progress and the success that I bring.